Tackle Africa. We deliver HIV education through football coaching to young people in Africa. Some of you already know that, some of you are new, so I'll just quickly explain that again. Because everyone always says, that sounds fantastic, but what on earth are you talking about? How does that possibly work? So I'll try and explain. Sport has a wonderful way of bringing young people together that not many other things can actually match. Particularly football, but particularly in Africa. Given the opportunity, these young people will play football anywhere and everywhere, and with any sort of ball they can pull together, or any space of ground they can find. And that is a wonderful platform that we can utilise for education. Without having to create any new structures, create any new programmes, or spend any money trying to recruit young people to programmes. They're already there, they're on the football pitch playing football, so we take our education to them. What we do is innovative. We look at the way football is taught, and we integrate our HIV education into the football coaching drills. So this means that all the learning takes place outside on a football pitch in a way that young people enjoy, remember and understand. So I'll quickly talk through a drill. It's still slightly confusing. So all the learning takes place in this sort of environment where the kids are actually playing football. So that is obviously a shot goal and lots of goalkeepers. So in this drill, that football goal represents the human body. And all those goalkeepers there in yellow represent the immune system, the white blood cells that keep the human body safe from infections. Now, those 5 or 6 goalkeepers will probably save that shot, and likewise, a healthy immune system will fight off most infections like TB or a common cold. But what HIV does, HIV starts to damage your immune system, starts to weaken it. So we show that by taking away one goalkeeper at a time. And to the left with just one goalkeeper, trying very, very hard to keep out lots and lots of shots from lots and lots of strikers. And in that way, we visually show young people what the HIV virus does to the immune system. And that way, by taking part in it, by seeing it, by doing it, that's what makes them enjoy it and remember it. And that's how we teach young people. So we have drills a bit like this that cover hundreds of topics around sexual health and HIV, about living with the virus, about prevention, about condom use, about support, where you can find it, and about myths and stigma as well. So, about a year ago, in May 2014, you guys very kindly gave us £20,000 to develop our programme across 2 areas of northern Uganda. HIV isn't in the news as much as it used to be, but it's certainly not gone away as an issue, particularly for young people in Uganda. There are still over 1 million Africans who die needlessly from HIV-related illnesses, and there are still over 2 million people living with HIV in Uganda. HIV is at its most dangerous when combined with ignorance in particular, and poverty. And this is certainly the case in Gulu, one of the areas we worked, where young people are as likely to be up to 22% infection rates of young people in that part of the world, which is 4 times the national average in Uganda, with girls being particularly at risk. So, we are delighted to feed back the project that we ran in North Uganda. It's gone pretty much according to plan. We worked with 2 local partners, one called Girls Kick It and one called the Kids League Foundation in Gulu. We worked with another partner called the Arua Community Sports Foundation, which is right up in the northwest corner of Uganda, if you can picture it, up in the South Sudan and DRC border. We supported for a year 45 Ugandan coaches who worked with 1,509 of Africa's most vulnerable young people for those 12 months. The programme's not quite finished yet, it will run until August. We ran training courses for those 45 coaches in September, in January, and again in May this year, and they've had one-to-one support sessions from our staff all year round. One of the biggest challenges we faced on this particular programme was a strange one. It was actually national school strikes in Uganda, which actually added up a bit of time from our programming. So not something that we could have predicted, and some of the coaches in the programme are teachers and their schools closed for a while. We adapted to that by creating 10-week blocks of sessions, if that makes sense. So getting all the stakeholders involved to sign up to, so schools, teachers, headmasters, everybody sign up to the next 10 weeks of term. These sessions will take place and have a defined set of activity rather than the usual ongoing programme throughout the school year. That seems to have worked very well for the schools involved. just a quick quote from Kasade, who's 20 years old, one of the coaches from Gulu, who's in the middle, in the red t-shirt. He says that South Africa has really pumped a lot of knowledge into me and my community. It has given me good football coaching knowledge, starting from zero to what I am today. Above all, the most common sickness in Africa is HIV. And it is Tackle Africa where I've got 100% of my knowledge about it. In my community, I now advise and counsel people about HIV. We work very hard to measure the impact of the work these coaches do with the 1,500 kids they work with. And we can show that young people are improving their knowledge of HIV, they're uptaking testing for HIV, and they're more likely to use condoms now as well. So what we do is not only fun, it actually works for young people like these from Arua. So before the project, only about 36% of the 1,500 kids we've worked with had what we would call comprehensive knowledge of HIV, which is a starting point for us to build their knowledge. With 3 months left to go, that's now up to 61%, and will continue to rise for the rest of the programme. We've had some great feedback in the area of girls' confidence, where girls are reporting to us they're much more confident to negotiate and demand condom use in their relationships, which is a real big part of the HIV problem. And strategically, the support from you guys has allowed us to work with the partners who those coaches work for or volunteer for to reach these young people. And after the rest of the program, 3 months' time, we're very confident that they will continue to deliver